In Thailand, there is a small Jewish population, so Thais don't usually know much about this ancient religion. One important aspect for observant Jews is to eat the food that is considered kosher. Kosher food is food that is made, sold, or consumed in accordance to the rules governing the Jewish religion and has certain restrictions and limitations, such as not eating pork, shellfish like shrimps, lobsters, or even mixing dairy products and meat. The word kosher has a Hebrew origin, which means pure and proper. For example, Jews are forbidden from consuming pork due to high number of parasites or worms.
We believe that also the food that you eat is getting into your body, so it's like affects you.
Eating cow beef, chicken or lambs are some of the basic edible meats can be in the kosher group. However, although their hindquarters cannot be consumed, as well as certain parts of their inside cannot be consumed, such as the blood, certain fats and nerves. Fish are permissible to eat if they have scales and fins, which means no shark or catfish. All fruits and vegetables are kosher except for grapes products like wine, which are considered non-kosher if made by a non-Jew. A large portion of Thai dishes is made of pork, so eating kosher can become a difficult task in Thailand for Jews. Thailand is a Buddhist country. There are estimated to be less than 1,000 people who are Jewish in Thailand, so finding kosher meat is difficult. But 16 years ago, the Chabad House Bakery, the only kosher bakery in Thailand, was established. The Bangkok Bakery is located on Kosher Road, where it is usually packed with Jewish tourists. It's also a location of the Chabad Jewish Synagogue, where programs, activities, and religious service take place regularly. Now there are a total of 4 branches in Thailand: Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Phuket, and Koh Samui. Even in Laos, food are regularly delivered to individuals and hotels. A rabbi is the word for the leader of a Jewish congregation and teaches the Jewish law. He is extremely aware about kosher restrictions.
Just as a service to the community and to the travelers.
Planning my travel according to Chabad, where I'm going to be in the weekend.
Oh, okay.
Our centers, both here and in Chiang Mai, Koh Samui, Phuket, all needed kosher food. So we knew we had the market. We ourselves are our own customers. Because of the outreach activities that we do, we need kosher food to be able to support that. The synagogues need kosher food for Shabbat, celebrations, the holidays.
Inside the Chabad house, there are 2 sets of utensils and plates, one for dairy products such as cheese, butter, and milk, and another set for meat. This is because the Bible states that any dairy products and meat cannot be mixed or consumed together. You don't have to be Jewish to eat kosher food though. Chabad House offers classic Israeli dishes as well as Thai, such as som tam.
We can't compete with the Thai food stands in the street. That's impossible. Possibly if you compare it with chicken that you can buy in the local Thai market, we're probably more expensive. In our area will be a similar price, so that a Jewish person doesn't have to feel, especially when he's a backpacker and counting his pennies, he shouldn't have to feel that he needs to pay a premium for eating kosher. The way we absorb that is basically donations. Chabad of Thailand and all of its locations are based on donations. And the restaurants are not profit-driven whatsoever. It started not as a business, it started as born out of a need for kosher food in the community.
Running the kosher bakery business is also unlike ordinary bakeries, as every step has to be supervised, not only at the cooking and baking level, but also where the meat comes from and whether it has been slaughtered and prepared in a kosher way or not.
2 เดือนจะมาครั้งหนึ่ง
ปกติในการเชื่อมต่างยังไง
คือ แต่ปลายเขาจะเป็นคนเชื่อเองนะก็คือคล้ายๆเป็นพวกพระนะพระของศาสนาเขาก็จะมีคนเชื่อคือเป็นไก่พันธุ์เกรดเอคือไก่เกรดเอธรรมดาไก่เนื้อเนี่ยที่มีดของเขาจะเอามาเอง
Slaughter is done with a knife that's impeccably clean and blemish-free and very sharp. As a matter of fact, before we slaughter, we check the knife very meticulously to make sure there's no blemishes there, which would mean that the cut is very clean. The animal wouldn't feel the cut as it's happening even.
ถ้าไก่มีตำหนิเขาก็ไม่เอานะสมมติว่าปีกหักหรือขาหักอะไรเงี้ยเขาจะไม่เอาปีกเล็กออกแล้วก็เอาช่วงขาออกแล้วก็คอออกแค่นั้นแล้วนอกนั้นเขาเอาหมดกระดูกเขาเอาไปทำซุป
However, since 2006 up to most recently in 2008, one major slaughterhouse company that provides kosher meat, Agro-Processor Inc., was accused of inhumane treatment of animals by the animal rights group. The video shows that parts of the animal inside that should not get consumed in kosher food were pulled out while they were still alive.
Shackling and hoisting is ruled yet another violation, nor does it correspond to the kosher way of treating animals. If this was kosher, death was neither quick nor merciful.
I think that most of what they're saying is unfounded, personally. They're looking to make problems for some reason. They believe that animals shouldn't be slaughtered whatsoever. I don't know why they think that Jewish slaughter is any worse than any other slaughter. I think if they went to any abattoirs anywhere in the world, they would be against that practice as well. The subsequent works of Jewish law is the most humane way to take the life of an animal. It's a very clean slit, and the trachea and the esophagus, the windpipe and the food pipe are cut simultaneously, which means that the oxygen is cut off to the brain immediately, which would technically make it brain dead right away. I have firm faith that the slaughter process that we use is the best possible way to do it.
I believe kosher food more everything.
แล้วลูกค้าเป็นคนที่ค่อนข้างจะเข้มงวดค่ะเขาจะไม่ทานอาหารที่ร้านอื่นเลยบางครั้งเคยพาเขาหลายปีก่อนที่รู้จักพาเขาไปกินที่แชงไดล่าเขาไม่แตะอะไรเลยแล้วเราสั่งอาหารเนี่ยเขาก็มองเรากินแล้วเขาก็ดื่มแต่น้ำเขาก็บอกว่ามันไม่โคเชอร์มันไม่ไก่ไม่ได้ฆ่าจากกรรมวิธีหรืออะไรเขาก็ไม่ทานแล้วก็ต้องเปิดก็อย่างที่บอกก็คือว่าเปิดเขาก็ต้องเป็นคนแกะไอ้ถุงพลาสติกพวกนี้แกะให้เขาก็ไม่ได้
No. Jews never cannot eat alcohol. Can drink milk with meat, can eat together.
But
Jews know.
I know some people, for example, who's growing their own chicken. Like they grow the chicken, they know my chicken. Okay, they cut it alone. They make everything sure that, like, they don't want to guarantee, they don't want to trust anyone else in the process.
Each step in the procedures of making kosher food is supervised by rabbi. All sorts of snacks and kosher food are guaranteed through the kosher sign. There are more than 100 organizations that guarantee kosher food, and the most common kosher trademark is OU, which stands for Orthodox Union, which oversees over 400,000 products. If a Jewish consumer sees the sign on package, it means that it's safe to eat. Often olive spread is used instead of butter to make their products OU pav. Pav means that the product contains neither dairy products nor meat. For example, pav crackers can be consumed with either cheese or ground beef, whereas cheese-flavored crackers, labeled as OUD, which stands for dairy, cannot be consumed with beef. Nam Chao Group is a Thai food manufacturing company that also produces kosher. It specializes in making rice cracker and instant noodle, and according to manager Banada Jarankit, 85% of its products are exported. The factory must be frequently visited by rabbis to ensure that there are no rooms for errors in the procedure. According to Jarankit, on the first day of production, for each kosher product, a rabbi must inspect the factory and machinery and the production mechanism every step of the way.
เขาก็จะมาที่โรงงานเราแล้วก็ตรวจทุกขั้นตอนของการผลิตตั้งแต่เริ่มต้นจนจบ
จนตั้งแต่รับวัตถุดิบจนจบเป็นผลิตในสินค้าที่เป็นพร้อมขายนะคะ
กระบายต้องมาเช็คทุกเม็ดเคร่งจริงๆก็คือทุกเม็ดใช้ไม้นี่ปัดถ้าดำเอาออกถ้าไม่สวยก็เอาออก
According to a Canadian kosher inspector, Rabbi Eli Lappe, there is a rising trend of kosher food in U.S. among Jewish and non-Jewish consumers due to its health benefit and hygiene.
First of all, today the most population are looking for kosher food. That's one thing. Even the Muslims, okay? If they have it on their place, they don't have halal, they'll go look for kosher ingredients. So now, the thing is, first of all, it's hygienic. That's first of all. Okay? And then they know that the kosher food is like the health department. And it's more than the health department, okay? Because we are cleaning more than they are cleaning. And people who are Jewish people, they're looking only for kosher food.
We know that for more hygienic, to eat kosher food is better. But the first thing that we eat the kosher food is because Hashem, because the God said that we need to eat the kosher food. Today, all the world check, we see that the kosher food is more good, more healthy, more cleaning. But first of all, we eat the kosher food. Hashem said to eat the kosher food. Called that the mitzvah.